And we're going to go through our slides here. I hope you guys are having a great week. I thought I was until just now. I don't know what I've done to anger the computer gods. I know the McDonald's Wi-Fi may not be the best. Okay, our announcements really quick, guys. We are in week 3. We're going to be going over toddlers to preschool from age 1 up to about 5. On the discussion board post, I want to be sure everyone knows you need to get that in by Sunday by midnight to get your points. Even if you're late posting, I will give you partial points as long as you get it in by Wednesday. I tried to move my computer a little bit and see if I can get better reception. Also, Tuesday, February 9th, we've scheduled our first field trip. This is to Tulsa Educare, and it will be at 3:00 p.m. for those of you in the Tulsa area. You're welcome to come. We will meet there. We don't actually have a CCC bus. I know my pictures froze up, but is the sound coming through okay? Let me give it a minute to catch back up. Come on, video, you can do it. Can you guys hear me? Oh, it's completely froze up, isn't it? Come on, little video. Point you towards Walmart a little bit more. Okay. If you can still hear me, I'll keep going, guys. I wanted to show you the student question of the week. I want to start doing this each week so that, you know, sometimes you guys ask great questions and I want everyone else to know about it. Okay, great, good. I want everyone else to sometimes know the questions that you've asked because you guys come up with wonderful things I want to share. So this week I had someone ask if quizzes can be made up, and I want you to know, yes, they can in case of an emergency. If there's been an illness, an accident, family issues, extreme weather, maybe we've had ice come down. Yes, we can always make arrangements. I want you to be able to get those points. What you'll need to do is give me, give me a short email. Just communicate with me. Let me know kind of what happened. We can pick a day and a time window of about 2 hours so that we can reschedule that. Oh, the question was, can you make up quizzes, Jasmine? And yes, you can. The key thing is just stay in touch with me and let me know. I know things go on in life, and sometimes we get behind, and I want to be there to help you guys get caught up, okay? Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Sarah. That would be great. Okay, since we didn't get to talk about this last week, I wanted to bring up the final project. I know most of you have already read over this, and I know some of you have already picked your age group. But for the final project, you're going to choose a developmental age anywhere from infant to 8 years old. I want you to choose a specific age. Infant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on up. So you're going to pick an age, and you're going to build a flyer or handout. This is probably going to be 1 to 2 pages long. And this would be something that you can hand to a parent. Let's say you're teaching in a 2-year-old classroom, and on the first day you have the parents coming in for information. This could be something that you could hand to them. It's kind of a how-to manual on what's going on with their 2-year-old. You could type this up in Word if you want. You could use Google Docs. You can just keep it in paragraph form, or if you want to get really fancy, you could do it in columns like a newsletter. If you've ever done that before, that's fine. So on each of these topics, you're going to have about 3 sentences. How important things that a parent should know. Examples. How children this age are developing, and we've been talking about that in class. What children this age are learning, how they're learning best, any safety concerns for this age group, activities, just general activities that the parent might do with them, signs of developmental delays to watch out for, and any other information that you think might need to go into sort of an owner's manual for a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old. And oh, if there's no words on the slide, yes, there should definitely be words. Let me slip over here to the next one and see if it will come up. Can you see words now? It says final project continued. I want you guys to be sure and be creative. Make this into something. Okay, great, Sarah, good. Make this something that a parent would be interested in reading. You want to sort of draw them in with the words they use, but also with the clip art and the pictures that you use. So you need to use at least 3 pieces of clip art, and use Word, Google Docs, PowerPoint, or Publisher. Let me see, Samantha. Maybe when we click over here, it'll come up. I'm not sure why the PowerPoint wouldn't be coming up for you. Can you see my video okay? Can you see my picture in the left corner, Samantha? Oh, you can't see anything. What you might try is closing your window and then opening it back up. Sometimes it can help to log out and log back on. Yeah, exactly. The video is a little sketchy. So last week you could see me okay but not hear me, and this week you can hear me better. But boy, we're going to get this figured out. Okay, so the grading rubric for the final project, it's worth 100 points altogether. Be creative, 3 pieces of clip art, visually stimulating, 40 points. Cover the 5 categories. You can lead out. Okay, good, good. And Jasmine, you might try the same thing. You might try logging off and then logging back on. There you go. Let me check my power here. I can't even see it on here. Okay. It is warm, thank goodness. This could be horrible if I was out in the cold in McDonald's parking lot in January. I could see that. Okay, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. Let's talk about this really quick while things are working, because this is a good age group. Okay, 3-year-olds, first of all, in the first 2 years of life, we see a whole lot of growth. And in the 3rd year, we see things start to slow down a little bit. They get a lot better with their motor skills, their strength, their muscles are growing, and they get a little more accurate too. They start to understand size and color, of course, especially if we're teaching them in the classroom. They use language a little more. They're a little more cooperative than they might have been at 2. And they're very curious and they like to try new things. So this is a great age to do all those new things. Some of their self-management skills with the 3s. Their appetite may vary. They may have very specific likes and dislikes. And this part can be frustrating for a parent or a caregiver because they may narrow down what they'll actually eat. And it's hard to sometimes deal with that fact. One thing you want to keep in mind, Jasmine, did that help a little bit? Are you able to see now, Jasmine? I hope that'll help fix things a little bit. One thing about 3-year-olds is that they eat yes, they may be a picky eater, yeah. They eat smaller quantities and parents get a little stressed out about this because they worry that they're not getting enough of the foods that they're eating. Most of the time they are. As long as we're still growing, they have enough energy. It's not necessary to push them to necessarily eat more as long as they're growing well and the doctor's okay with their progress. They do start to take care of themselves a little more as far as toileting goes, but they still need to be supervised for this. They can dress themselves. It may not match, but that's okay. And they really take pride in helping out. They really want to help mom and dad or teacher at the school. Okay, 4-year-olds experience good health. They're starting to build their immune system is really what that's referring to. You can hear cars in the background, guys. They gain more control over their motor abilities, and by motor we mean both fine motor and gross motor skills. They understand a little more ideas of cause and effect. If I do this, this will happen. And they have very strong feelings of independence at 4, so it's very important that we give them lots of choices to kind of show off their independence. Another thing about the 4-year-olds, I love this, is that they chatter constantly. They talk constantly, and they have lots and lots of questions. So this is where parents can sometimes tire of the questions. You still can't see Samantha. Huh. And I'm frozen. Brittany, can you guys still hear me okay? Okay, good. Good. Oh, I got the thumbs up from Sarah. Awesome. Well, I have to back up. Whenever I was on the way here to Grove, I made it over sort of the big bridge, the halfway mark, and my husband called and said the internet has come back on. He had called our ISP, and it seemed like they had it on. So I turned around to drive back. Within about 5 minutes, he calls me and says, "It's off again." And I went, ah! So I turned back around and headed back this way. Next week, I don't know. Things will be better. I will not be coming to you from the McDonald's parking lot next week. That's the goal. Okay, back to 4-year-olds. Chatter, ask lots of questions. They're curious, they're eager to try new things, and they really want approval from their caregivers. And some of their self-management skills. Not always interested in eating. Again, it's okay. Sometimes we just have to step back. prefers eating small amounts and very often. At this age, it seems like they just graze all day. It seems like they're never not eating. They like to help out with making the meals. They dress themselves, brush their teeth, and they like to help out with some chores, which is why I looked up a list of some chores. Gotcha. So some of the chores that a 4-year-old might be able to help out with. They may be able to pick up their room. It may not be perfect, but that's okay. They may fold some washcloths. Oh no, you can't see again, Samantha? I'm sorry. Yeah, you have to be really careful with this age though. Don't refold the washcloths in front of them. Let them do that. Try to let them have that independence. Put away their own clothes, clean off the dinner table. They might dust, and they might help out with loading the dishwasher, because it's very important that they get that that ability to help out. Give them those chances. Okay, 5-year-olds. On to our 5s. They might be in preschool, they might be in kindergarten. They're probably getting a little more friendly and a little more outgoing. In fact, your children that were previously very shy. Oh, gotcha, Lita. I may need to go fast, huh, Lita? McDonald's is going to kick me off. Especially if they knew how much video I was using. They exhibit pretty good self-control. They're starting to write, they're starting to draw, and grasp more abstract concepts, and really starting to use a lot of their imagination. This is where the big 5-year-old imagination comes in. They can eat pretty well. They can help prepare food a little bit. They can kind of help out a little more, again, around the house. They might start having a few problems getting to sleep at this age. So you may have a kid that was previously a very good sleeper, could put themselves to sleep on their own. Oh no, Sarah. That doesn't do anything, huh? We'll try to change that. And your 5-year-old sleeps horrible. So yeah, you kind of know where they're at. Exactly. It happens at this age. They can also follow multiple steps, but you have to keep things very simple. Okay, handedness. This is interesting. You guys, could you put a hand up if you're left-handed? How many lefties do I have in here? Do I have anybody that's left-handed in the house? Just me? So, obviously there's more. Oh, Lita, she used to help fold washcloths. And then she'd throw them. Well, you need to know with handedness, it is genetic. It can run in families. Some families have more left-handed people than right-handed. You want to be sure and encourage them to use the hand that is strongest, their predominant hand. It used to be that we would try to change handedness. If a child was left-handed, we wanted to make them right. Yes, some people are ambidextrous. They can use either one, which is kind of a great skill to have. And you want to buy them appropriate equipment. However, I'm left-handed, and my mom found out when I was in kindergarten, when she searched for left-handed scissors, that I cut with my right hand. and not my left. So we're all a little unique. And I love when you get into spiral notebooks, for left-handed people, I love the ones that spiral at the top. Also, I thought this was interesting. Brittany, you use both for different things, right? Some people brush their hair with a certain hand, brush their teeth with a certain hand. So reading problems and dyslexia are actually more common in left-handed children than in right-handed. So again, it's pointing to the genetic aspects of that. Fears and night terrors come along at 5. And Sarah, this may be a little bit of what your 5-year-old's going through. This is very common for this age. The good news is they usually outgrow it. There isn't a lot that we have to do. Oh, she doesn't remember any. Good, good. Some of these can get very scary, and many people think it has to do with them. Oh, she gets them both here and calms down. Well, gotcha. So sometimes we need the mama. They think at 5 that, oh no, she's a bed hog. Mine was a kicker when she was little. She kicked like a donkey. So their brains are developing, their imagination has increased, therefore their dreams get very vivid and very imaginative, and sometimes they can be very scary. Your son does? Yes, when he was little. And did he grow out of it, Lita? Some of the most common things are loud noises. He didn't. He still has them. Oh, no. Unfamiliar sounds. Animals, shadows are very scary for this age group. And, of course, the dark, too. Oh, he does. Your 18-month-old stretches out, huh? I love that, Brittany. I can kind of picture that. Okay, some of our management strategies for fears and nightmares: be compassionate, be patient, talk to them about it. This isn't something you want to pretend isn't happening. You want to talk to them about their fears or their nightmares, and talk to them about what's real and what's not real. Do not threaten them. This isn't something they can control or that they can stop. And if there's something in particular that's really scaring them, try to reduce the instance of them being around that. For instance, if they're really afraid of the dark, a small night light might be okay, as long as it's far enough away from the bed so that it's not shining in their eyes. That can cause them to not get good sleep. And also, some eye doctors are saying that can cause eye problems as well, having too much light. And one of the most important things on almost everything, not just fears and nighttime nightmares, also behavior issues, is we point back to an importance of a bedtime routine and a bedtime hour. When they go to sleep, when they get up, can solve so many different things. And our last little thing, have their TVs on. I know a lot of kids that go to sleep with the TV on. Yeah. And sometimes for the light, or sometimes they'll watch a little show right before bed. With our 3s, 4s, and 5s, we sometimes see these unintentional injuries. They don't mean to do it, but they're very curious. They have lots of energy. They're running around. They're using those great new muscles they developed. And they have a limited understanding of consequences. So it may seem like a good idea to them to jump off the merry-go-round, not realizing that they might get hurt doing that, or jump off the swing. So it's very important with our 3s, 4s, and 5s that they still have lots of adult supervision around to help, tell them what's safe and what may not be safe. Hey, it looks like I'm not lagging this much. Are there any questions? We made it. Oh no, off the bunk beds. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She jumped, yep. A daredevil. We always have to have one daredevil child, don't we? What was your question, Jessica? And then I'm going to give you guys a panoramic view with my webcam so I can verify that I really am in the McDonald's parking lot. It's about assessing development assignment. Oh, gotcha. I'll see if I can answer it. Go ahead. Because somebody else might have that same question. And this is the one, if you guys haven't looked at it yet. Oh, okay. On the assessing development assignment, you're going to find, I believe it's 3 developmental checklists. Your books have several checklists in them, and you can also find developmental checklists online. So I need you to find 3 different ones, and if I remember right on that assignment, you're basically comparing them, right? Sarah, you're right. Pinterest would be a good source for this as well. And then go back to them. That's a good idea, too. That's true. So you're just, oh, I froze up again. You're finding these developmental, oh, you sure can, Brittany. Yeah, that would be great. Hey, your son would totally be welcome. We're going to a child development center, so he could see it as well. That'd be great. Fantastic. And I'll be sending out more information on that as well. Yeah, it's fun. And it's the Kendall Whittier site, which is kind of over by TU. And it really is an amazing place. I think you'll like it. All right, before you go, I'm going to show you really quick, see if I can get my webcam down. Right behind me, look at that. Let me see, there's the golden arches. You can't see them really well. I have my laptop on the hood of my car. It's a little warm. People probably think I'm completely insane. But I thought I would get better Wi-Fi if the computer was I thought I would get better Wi-Fi if the computer was out of the car, and that I would get better light too. So you were so right, Lita. There could be an article in the Grove newspaper tomorrow about the crazy lady in the McDonald's. Hey guys, thank you so much for sticking with me through this. Benita, you got the para job. Yeah, good job. Oh, I'm so excited. You're going to be great. Fantastic. I'm sure you are. Keep us posted on how it goes and stuff. That's a great opportunity. That's great. Does anybody need a Big Mac and some fries? You start Tuesday. Fantastic, fantastic. I wish I could send you one through the computer, right? Yes, definitely. I'll get that to you right away, Sarah. All right, guys. Again, thank you for hanging in here with me, dealing with my issue. Next week, I will be coming to you from my couch. That is my goal. You guys have a great week, and send me questions if you have any. Oh, great, Brittany. You have a great night, too. I lost your post. What'd you say, Brittany? My brother used to have one, and we loved her. Oh, great. Yes, exactly. Sometimes as a parent, you get to work specifically with just one child. That's great. They get the attention that they really need that way. That's great, yeah. Fantastic. You guys have a good night. Have a good rest of your week, and next week will be our final week. It is, yeah, specifically for special education. That's right. Bye, guys. I think I'll go get a shake now or something.